Well, one of the saddest times of any person in racing's career is when they give up something that they've been involved in and loved all their lives. And this week was the last week that Jeff Lloyd rode horses in professional races. It's sad for all of us because South Africa was his home. This is where he was tutored and mentored and brought up, and I would think that he would give a lot of credibility to the South African Jockeys Academy and the people that made him what he was. Interestingly enough, I've known Jeff Lloyd since he started, because I started training in 1975 and he joined the academy in 1975, or he apprenticed in 1975, and I know he was apprenticed to Brian de Villiers and very successful with Brian de Villiers, and he rode a number of winners for me from my base in Newmarket in those early years, 1978. But we're trying to get him on the phone and have a chat to him, and it's not easy, and unfortunately we've got to record the show. So what I will do is I'll go through some memorable moments in his career, and we'll show you some footage that Nicola kindly sent us. You know, he has 3 children, 2 sons who want to be jockeys, which is very exciting for him. And I think that he's going to dedicate his life now to helping his sons become champion jockeys. So let's go and have a look at the little slide montage that Nicola put together on Jeff's life and career as a jockey. And it will bring a lot of you wonderful memories, because featured prominently, obviously, is Wolf Power, who's one of the great horses that he ever rode, and certainly the Wolf, Ricky Maingard, and Jeff Lloyd were an institution in this country for a number of years. Let's go and pick them up on the slides. there you go. That was a brief look at some of the highlights and lowlights of Jeff's career. Now, he's a most amazing man, Jeff Lloyd, and he had an affliction which a lot of us remember afflictionately. He was a bit squint, Jeff, and when he ran all over the racecourse, which he did quite often in his early career, we said that he didn't know which eye was looking, where it was looking. But it never stopped him. He was always a fantastic human being, and he started his career in 1975 at the Jockeys Academy, and he never even touched a horse. He was born in England, as a lot of you will probably know. His first ride was in June 1976, and it took him 8 months to ride a winner. Jeff, 8 months to ride a winner. I think he rode his second or third winner for me. I remember him very well winning at Newmarket, I think on a filly called Pink Champagne. And he rode a number of winners as an apprentice for me, including the Gold Cup at Turfentine on a horse called Meister Singer. And I've always been very fond of him. And he then went on to win 3 apprentice jockey titles, 77, 78, and 79. He also won 6 South African jockeys titles, and he broke Mace Roberts' record for the most winners in a season of 313. He won 5 Mauritian titles, and he holds the record for the most winners ever ridden in a season in Mauritius. He's ridden 94 Group 1 winners, and you don't know how many other Group and listed races he's won, but he's ridden over 5,500 winners, as the caption showed. He's ridden Group 1s in South Africa, Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, and 12 Group 1s in the 2006 and 2007 season. He's ridden in 11 countries, and I'm going to call them out to you because he's ridden with success in all of them. South Africa, Mauritius, United Kingdom, Germany, Zimbabwe, Dubai, Macau, Hong Kong, Singapore, New Zealand, and Australia. He rode 7 winners on a card on 4 occasions, 3 times in South Africa and once on Australia. Multiple 5- and 6-time winners. To ride 7 winners on a card is unbelievable. Then he moved to Australia for a better life for his family and to, I think, to wind down his career. But he got involved in sort of riding premierships at Queensland, and he just won his 4th premiership in Queensland at the age of 57. He won the Australian Metropolitan Jockey Premiership in 2017. He's the oldest jockey in the history of Australian racing to win a premiership, and he had that terrible stroke in 2013, but returned after 14 months to win more premierships. He holds the world record for riding 3 Group 1s in a meeting, the Met Day, and won 6 races, including the 3 Group 1s. In a nutshell, Jeff Lloyd is one of the most famous jockeys ever to come out of South Africa. But remember, you can name others that have been unbelievable too. Dougie White, who's just been given a huge applaud by the Hong Kong Jockey Club. Then there was obviously Basil Marcus, Barty Leisha, Mace Roberts, you know, and then you go back to John Gorton, who won Oaks on a filly called Sleeping Partner. You know, these jockeys have gone all over the world and ridden absolutely fantastically for us. They're legends in their own lifetime. I'm sorry we're not able to speak to Jeff because we can't get him on the phone. But what we're going to do is we're going to play out with the interview and the chat after his last ride on Saturday. So let's go and see what they had to say about Jeff Lloyd in Australia.
To try and get a word with Jeff. Unfortunately, he hasn't been able to get a winner today on his final day, but who cares? He's got about 5,500 of them under his belt. It has been an extraordinary career. It comes to a close. He's had 80 of his family and closest friends here today, including his daughter Taya and jockeys in Zach and Jaden. I think they're currently both apprenticed, and hopefully they're as good as their old man, and that's not going to be any easy thing to do, because he has been at the top level of the tree for something like 40 years. And I was interested in an interview during the week. He was telling Stephen Hewlett on Radio Tab that if it wasn't for his lovely wife, Nicola, whom I think has been his greatest supporter, he'd probably still be in South Africa. He said he couldn't be bothered doing all the immigration forms back in the mid-2000s, but Nicola did all of that, and he was able to head overseas, and he's just been extraordinary in places like Mauritius, Singapore, Hong Kong, pretty much wherever he lays his hat. And although he's pulling stumps 2 weeks earlier before the current season ends, he's got another premiership in the bag, 4 consecutive premierships here in Queensland. And not forgetting that he almost called it a day back in 2013 when he had that nasty stroke and he was out for about 14 months. He didn't think that he'd ride again, but he's come back and 4 premierships under his belt. Getting a bit of a hug there from Toby Edmonds. I think Toby might be shedding a few little tears at the moment. All right, Sam, just before we head to the break and have a look at Form Line Extra, take it away. Talk to the Gov for the last time.
The Gov, Jeff Lloyd, congratulations on an outstanding career.
Yeah, look, I've been blessed with a great career and blessed to, have had it for so long. Yeah.
You've ridden all around the world and, had so much luck everywhere you've been. It's been just a fantastic industry for you, the horse racing.
It has. I in my younger days when I travelled, like England, my first ride was a winner. Wherever I went, I had a lot of luck. Australia, funny enough, also my first ride here was in an international race in Moonee Valley when I was about 31 or something, and I won that as well. So, look, I've had a lot of luck, and you need the support. I've always had good support and been around good people in racing, and I think that's the key to success, being around the right people.
You've had taking out 4 jockeys premierships here in Queensland. Queensland has been so good to you.
Well, it has. It was a very good move to come here. I always loved Queensland, loved the Gold Coast. Wasn't sure what it was going to bring, but I brought a lot of success. The relationship I've had with Toby for 4 seasons has been incredible. I probably would have still been stable jockey this year for him, but due to saying I was going to retire last year, he got Ryan, but still managed to support me right through the year as well, which I appreciate. And I'm very happy it's over. I feel it's the right time. I've got no regrets. I just wish I was on a bit of a faster horse than the last, although she did run very well, but she looked a bit fat in the yard and she will improve.
Congratulations on a wonderful career, and everybody here today has enjoyed watching Jeff Lloyd over the journey, and you're a star.
No, thank you. It's been amazing, and the support I've had, and it's just been incredible. And I'm sad I didn't have a winner, but as long as nothing could have won. I would have been sad if something could have won, but I thought I gave them every chance, and it's great to go out like that.
Jeff, best of luck with the next stage of your life.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Sam. Thank you.
Jeff's retiring from the saddle, but he takes his next career, which will be jockey management, to his sons. It's been a wonderful day here at Doomba today, folks. Hopefully you found a few winners, a break, and then Form Line Extra.
Well, there you go. Jeff Lloyd closes an era of a wonderful jockey, superb human being, and a great family man. And I'm sure he's going to have lots of fun being agent for his 2 sons, Jaden and Zach, who he is going to run their careers, and hopefully they will give him a lot of fun and a lot of joy like he's given all of us. Let's finish off with him handing over his saddle to his son. So this is the handing of the baton to the new man. Let's go and see Jeff. And we're honored to be a friend of his, and we wish him all the best for a rich and happy life to finish off with. Jeff Lloyd, we're sorry we weren't able to chat to you, but we will get our chance, and all the success and love down there in Australia.